Good afternoon and welcome to Twerton Park for this Isuzu-sponsored FA Trophy fourth qualifying round tie between Bath City and Coalville Town. Coalville, for the geographically challenged, lies between Leicester and Derby in the East Midlands, and as its name suggests, was a former mining community. Indeed, Coalville Town was previously Ravenstone Miners Athletic, until the local council refused to let them have floodlights, so in a fit of pique they upped and moved to Coalville. It was one of the first places in England to have a railway, thanks to George Stephenson, and was the birthplace of former England, Leicester and Sunderland defender Steve Whitworth. We should note that our visitors are no strangers to success or to giant killing. In 2011 they reached the FA Vase final, and despite losing 3-2 to Whitley Bay, were the first Leicestershire side to ever reach that final. This season they've already accounted for Boston United from the National League North in round 2 of the trophy, and last season knocked out Notts County in the Cup before losing at Charlton in the first round. City, by contrast, have had the opposite fortune, having in the last 3 years lost in either the Cup or the trophy to Sevenoaks, Bracknell, Banbury and Peterborough Sports. Alex, who is alongside me, Alex Lane-Kieltyka this afternoon, our match commentator. Can you smell banana skins, or is it just me?
Good afternoon, Andrew. Looking forward to the FA Trophy today here at Twerton Park. Nice to be back on home soil once again. Yeah, of course, you know, it's the trophy. It's whenever you're in domestic competition like this, and when it's knockout stages, there's always a chance for a banana skin. Against Beaconsfield, in a few rounds prior, we saw obviously City only scraped by a 1-0 win. They obviously won quite comfortably, but Beaconsfield did put up a good fight, and today will be no different from Coalville as well. You know, this is a team that's only lost one of their last 8 fixtures in all competitions. They got momentum after winning 2-0 on the week against Walsall to get into this round, to come over to Twerton Park and play against City, a team they've never played before, in a stadium they've probably never played in either. So I think this is a really good opportunity for Coalville. And City at the moment, they'll be a bit down on their hunches. About to get underway here. And it's actually a very decent crowd here today, especially in the grandstand, people wanting to get under the shelter. You know, there's not too much of a breeze, but it is a rather frosty day. And we are now underway here at Twerton Park for the Isuzu FA Trophy fourth round fixture between Bath City and Coalville Town. You're listening to us here on Bath City Radio. Scott Wilson brings it down with a clean first touch. It's a little bit scrappy on the left side of the midfield as Lions will try and chase that one down. It now falls to Doyle Charles, who sends a ball forward up towards Berridge. Pass over does well to cut that one out first. Now with Thomas inside his own half. Lovely bit of skill there from Thomas to get away from the player. The ball just bobbling about a little bit. You can tell the temperature's completely dropped recently.
Notable how Thomas has added that to his game since he's been here, hasn't he? That tackling back, which he didn't do when he first came. Now quite keen to.
And it's brought down there, Thomas, quite strongly by Doyle Charles. Certainly no malicious intent there. But Thomas is a little bit of agony on the ground at the moment, hasn't stood up just yet, but he does win a free kick inside the Coalville half, and good opportunity for City to pump the ball into the box.
Doyle Charles playing his 200th game for Coalville. And I think about to be awarded a yellow card to go for his 200th appearance.
Over to Greenside on his left-hand side, near the edge of the box, lays it off for Thomas. Does really well to spin away from York that time, may try and send a cross in. Charged down by Shaw. Thomas is really well, still short on him though. Holds on to it, lays it off the lines. He may just take a shot from range here. Chris Lines does so. It ricochets that time off of Carter, and it will go up for a corner which Lines will take. Here comes the in-swing up from Lines towards the near post. Dykin charging in, falls all the way back to Thomas, who does go down. Referee calls it for a free kick. Mr. Stevens not very happy on his touchline there. Certainly not quite shooting range, but here it comes now up towards the header. Dio does almost get onto the end of it, and then Doyle Charles is able to just flick it on away. And Alex Dean, in his second spell at Coalville, actually left to play in the Conference North, as it was called, with Solihull Moors. It's a shot from range that time from McGlinchey, as Greenside is able to hump the ball forward. Headers won by Pepe and Goma, but now Smith. We haven't heard too much of him in the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Flicks it out really well to Thorne. They just send a low cross in, but it bobbled up at the last moment, and Thorne once again just not quite able to make that final ball into the box. As Smith plays the ball forward up towards Wilson, who will make chase. Has Pepe and Goma on him. Cuts back onto his right foot, sends a cross in up towards Thorne, but it just diverts past him, and it goes out for a goal kick. brought down by Chambers. Number 10, wearing the orange boots, doesn't quite go with the pink to say the least, bit of a colour clash there, but it's brought forward now by Berridge. Goes Shaw ahead of him, may just use him, plays it onto Shaw, really good defending that time from Thomas actually, out of anyone there. I was very surprised to see him in the box. Brilliant covering from Thomas, because that was a very dangerous opportunity for Shaw had he been through on goal. Brought down by Berridge. And it does find McGlinchey. That was a strong challenge in from Rain. McGlinchey can bring it out. He has Chambers ahead of him. Uses Chambers now. May just take a shot first time. Does so. Took a little bit too much time there, though. Dyer.
I'd like to see City a bit more pace in this.
And you may just see it now as Thorne has got to chase onto Rains' long ball. Steps on the ball. Keeps it away from Dean. Back to Smith. Right on the edge of the right-hand side of the box. Gives it to Thorne, who's onside. Does well to cut back. Back onto his right foot. Sends a good low cross into Lyons, and he gets the shot wrong. And what an opportunity that was for Chris Lyons to score his first competitive City goal. But really good play from Thorne on that right-hand side. Looks up, plays the ball forward up towards McGlinchey. Really does well to pick him out. Puts it through the legs of Dyer that time. It will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Coalville, about 25 yards out or so. Here it comes now from Talos. Free kick, 25 yards out, hits the wall straight away. And Greenslade, under no pressure, will be able to bring it down. Very similarly with Chambers and Parcell as well. Thorne does really well to take a touch around. Defender that time, lays it off for Wilson, takes a shot low. May have actually taken the touch off of Pepe and going the last. As it falls into the hands of White. That's been the most dangerous for City have looked all night, all day, should I say.
Yeah, nice turn from Thorne there, just flicking the ball onto Wilson. Looks so much more dangerous when he's involved in that kind of move.
Dyer. Much more patient from City all of a sudden, much better as well. Up to Thorne, lovely flick on from Thorne to find Rains. Sends a cross in, which may have trickled through a defender's feet. That should be a penalty. And the referee does agree as Wilson is brought down. It's Carter who brings down the top scorer for City. And it will be a penalty, and you'd expect Scott Wilson to certainly want to take this one. Yeah,
it was a needless tackle from Carter, because Wilson was running away from goal, trying to retrieve the ball, and he just stuck out a leg and caught the City forward.
Good opportunity for City to take the lead here in the fourth round of the FA Trophy here at Twerton Park. Scott Wilson against White. And it's saved by White, a fantastic save. Down low to his left, using his entire frame. Before the ball impedes the goal. And still 0-0 here. Coalville Town with a lifeline. Thomas. Has Greenside ahead of him, doesn't use him though, cuts inside, wants to go on one of his typical runs. A brilliant ball somehow finds a way of Thorne. Inside now to Hayfield, over the bar. That's poor from Dan Hayfield. The ball was just coming behind him as he was running forward into the box. But once again, Thorne doing really well to send a cross in, but beautiful skill from Jordan Thomas to pick out the right winger.
Yep, great from Thomas, but good skill from Thorne.
Hayfield, inside his own half, will send the ball long to the right-hand side over towards Thorne. He will find Thorne, it's a brilliant ball in the end. And Thorne will send a cross in, it's a good-looking cross, but no one there, unfortunately. Thomas did come running in. Then York is able to clear away, only as far as lines though. Wins the header, and Thomas will be onside because of where York was standing. On the left-hand side of the box, sends a cross in with the right foot. Could find Thorne, brings it down, may just unleash a shot here. Still got it, on the byline, sends a cross in. And it may find Thomas on the right foot, but he airballs it completely. Still in possession there though, he is brought down, no penalty given. And then Doyle Charles is able to clear it up, but Parcell keeping the pressure on for City. Over towards Rains, who wins the header. Now Lyons can flick it over to the left-hand side. Does really well to whip it to Thomas. He'll try and take on York once again. Cuts inside Thomas, now cuts back outside. Does well to keep hold of it, up towards the byline. Sends a low cross in. Cleared away by that time. Only as far as Wilson Most, still inside the box. Now Greenslade. Now Lyons over to the left-hand side for Thomas. We'll try and get it back onto his left foot to send another cross in. Dummies it against York. Sends a right foot cross in towards the back post. Smith's there! And he gets just under it. And you have plenty of time to let the ball drop a bit more. He probably rushed that header slightly. It's over the bar once again, which seems to be the narrative for City's opportunities today. And it will be a goal kick, but brilliant work from City again.
Well, if City should lose today, they'll look back on this last 10 minutes and wonder just how they didn't score.
Should find out how many minutes will be added on in a few moments' time. Will be 3 minutes added on as Berridge breaks away now, almost one-on-one with the keeper. Brilliant defending from Dyer though. Great 50-50 work. As Greenslade is able to get past Shaw really smartly there from Greenslade. He's now charging down that left flank. Can bring it inside, cuts back, goes to Lyons now. We're inside out of time. 3 minutes there will be. Lines, tries to find Thorn, does so. And Thorn takes a touch, which finds Rain, sends a cross in. Cleared away that time by Carter. And then Lines not able to find another City player as 𝗛𝗚𝗛 brings it away towards Berridge, who is onside. Goes over to left-hand side Val for 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛. We can bring it forward into the box. Dyer trying to chase down now. 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 still in the box, takes a pass, Dyer is brought down. And it's going to be a penalty, which is very surprising there. It looked like 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 just sort of went down there after a slight touch from Dyer.
I think the trouble is the ball had gone, and Dyer made contact there. No protest from the City players at all.
No, not at all, actually.
And all of that move came from a ball that Lines gave away deep in the Coalville half. Well, City didn't make their penalty. Can Coalville do so?
Here it comes then, 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 against 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛. Here it comes now, 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛, and it's saved again! 2 penalties, 2 saves. It has to be said though, that penalty, it was going into the bottom corner, but there was no pace, no power behind it. But well done, Jose 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 on his debut with a penalty save.
What more can you want as a new young keeper brought into a side at the last minute? You haven't even met any of your team and you save a penalty.
Complete drama as Thorn has it in the box now. He sent a low cross in to Wilson, not quite able to find the goal though that time. And suddenly it's end-to-end this game. And now Coalville can bring it down the other end with Shaw as his skipper charging down. Also Chambers has acres of space. He lays it off though instead from 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛, who may just take another shot. Drags it past Rains. Now Dyer as well, this time not actually winning the ball this time. Now good opportunity for Chambers. Has Berridge ahead of him, goes to Shaw on the right-hand side. Near the edge of the box now, but 25 yards out. Tries to cross it in low, and there goes the half-time whistle. And well, it's a 0-0, but it's certainly not a board draw here in the 4th round of the FA Trophy in 𝗛𝗚𝗛 Park. It's Bath City 0, Coalville Town 0. Scott Wilson missing a penalty, and then Andy 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 also missing a penalty in injury time.
Had to come out wide to get the ball on occasions.
Smith finds Thorn, does really well to get it onto his right foot. Unfortunately not able to divert the cross into the box, and it goes out for a goal kick. Good link-up play with Smith that time. Drives the ball over to the left-hand side. Now it's with Dean. There's 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 with him, uses him, brings it inside for Shaw, who is brought down. Referee says no free kick for him, and Lines a little bit slow on that one. Didn't notice that 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 was coming for him. And 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 now through the central line, sends a shot with the left foot. It was a driven shot, high, and just goes over the bar that time. Didn't look like it was making 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 worry too much. But it was a good-looking shot from our angle. Still 0-0.
Yeah, good job he didn't take that from a yard or two further back. That would have been dipping under the crossbar.
Brings it inside now for Batten, inside the centre circle. Now Smith does really well to pick out Thorn there. To drive that ball about 20 yards to the right-hand side. Now Smith brings it inside for Hayfield, has lots of space ahead of him. Can go out to Thomas, does so. It's a heavy pass though. But Thomas does incredibly well to keep that in. Has to slide, puts it through the legs of York. Into the box now. Take a shot with right foot into tame effort, which is charged down by Carter. And now Greenside back out to the left for Thomas. If only that was from the right-hand side, it would have been on Thomas's left foot as he's still holding to possession on that left-hand side. Forward to Lines, tries to find Greenside. It's picked out by Shaw, and Rains wins that header up towards Wilson, who brings it down well, could lay it off a Thorn. Instead, he tries to take a shot from an unbelievable angle to take that from, and it ricochets off of Dean last, and it will be a corner. Really good from City. Yeah,
good pressure, just in this early stages of the second half.
Here comes the corner now from Lines. It's a deep one up towards Batten. Smith wins the second header though, cleared away by Carter again. Greenside may just take a shot, he does so, and it's low, and it goes just wide, and the keeper saw it late because of the pile of bodies in the box. Good opportunity there from Greenside once again, and it comes now from Lines. In towards Hayfield, who wins the header. Cody Cook is about to come on for Tom Smith, as Tom Smith makes way, so it will be a 4-4-2 flat, which is probably the substitution you'd expect, actually.
Yeah, going into that formation straight away, you expect Cody Cook to be the target man to pick up a lot of those balls forward and lay it off to Wilson.
Carter, who's in nosebleed territory himself. I don't think we've seen him that far up the pitch now. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚 can cut inside. Oh, he gives off to Chambers, who's offside according to the linesman. And he actually missed the shot anyway. Really good save from Casagrande there.
Sooner or later, you think this ball's going to come forward.
Greenslade shifts it forward to Thomas, takes a good first touch. And on the overlapping run, finds Greenslade. He may just send a cross in. He does so. Cleared away that time by Carter again. He's been on the receiving end of every cross today, it feels like. Dyer to Batten on the halfway line. Has Reigns on his right-hand side. Doesn't use him though. Goes back out to the left with Dyer. Thomas. There's two pink shirts around him. Gets past Pennant. Very coolly there. And a clever touch as well. Onto his left foot. Inside box. Sends a low cross in towards Cook. Cleared away back time by Pepe and Goma. Two centre-backs have been fantastic today for Coalville.
Yeah, and every time the ball comes in towards the near post, you feel they're always going to be the ones that win it.
Reigns, halfway inside the Coalville half. Now Thorne. Over 20 minutes remaining still in this second half as it may fall its way to Cook, who is onside. Goes to Lines, has Reigns to his right, doesn't use him though. And he probably sprinted about 10 yards in a circle there, Lines. And he is on the edge of the box now, gives it off to Thomas on his left foot, sends it back to Lines, and it's almost into the back of the net, but it's cleared away by Carter that time. Once again, Dyer, Hayfield, into Thorne, lovely first touch, to flick it on to Reigns. Reigns now on his right foot, near the byline, can send a cross in. It's a good looking cross up towards Wilson. Carter once again heading away. And now Coalville can bring it down the other end. Chambers has a lot of space and 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗏 can find him. And 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗛𝗏𝗏's brought down by Dyer. And that might be a booking against the City defender. And a free kick for Coalville halfway inside the City half. The one shot saved he did make was an offside shot, but it was still a great one. A great ball forward from Wilson to find the overlapping run of Thorne. It's low to Wilson with the left foot. And such a poor effort, it goes all the way out for a throw-in for Coalville Town, right near their own corner flag. It will be Elliot Freer for Oscar Thorne, who actually has impressed me today.
Yep.
Well, they've been carrying on their splendid season in the National League South, as Chambers may have a lot of space. He's going to take a shot from long range there. Casagrande is way off his line, in fairness. But that was a very speculative and ambitious opportunity as the ball goes down long. To Greenslade, who wins the header. Cook flicks onto Wilson. He may have an opportunity at goal here. Great tackle from Carter at the pinnacle moment as Wilson was about to strike a goal there. And now Freer will have a chance to send this one in. Here comes the corner now. It's a good looking one towards a penalty spot. Line's not able to win that one. Batten with this sort of audacious over the head effort there. Carter heads it forward. Tanoj, who missed the penalty in the first half for Coalville, as Wilson for City. And now Thomas on his right hand side. First chance for him to break away. Will try and take on Dean. Does so onto his left foot. Will probably just take a shot. Does so. It's a low one though, and it's driven straight into the hands of White. He wasn't quite able to get any direction on it. As the ball ranges really well just to kick it away from the striker's feet. And now Hayfield on the left-hand side uses weaker foot to find Freer, who will use that same foot. It'll be the strong one for him though to send a cross in. It definitely looked like a free kick to me as well. I was going to mention that initially, and it was York who brings down Freer. It wasn't a bad challenge. He just lunged in and missed the ball. Freer did stay on his feet. Plenty of aerial threat for City. Here comes the free kick now towards the penalty spot. The keeper came running out to punch it away. And now Lyons may have just found himself to Wilson, who heads it over the bar. It was actually Hayfield, should I say, who saw that the keeper was well off his line, flicked it towards goal, and Wilson got on the end of that header. But his header goes over the bar once again, actually hits the roof of the net. City agonisingly close to taking the lead, still 0-0, hit down long. Cook chested down well, flicks over to the right-hand side for Thomas now. There's a bit of space ahead of him. Only Dean coming over to cross. Pennant now coming back in support. Plenty of pace on Pennant. Puts onto his right foot near the byline. Sent a cross in low. Not able to find Wilson though. White does really well just to glove it away. Has to get low there, White. That massive frame.
Just really got enough on it, didn't he? Just enough to poke it away from his goal.
Freer, Lines to Freer. Will send a cross in, you'd imagine. Whipped in, left foot, up towards Cody Cook. inside the box, takes a shot, oh, and it's just wide, agonisingly close once again. And it did deflect off a defender last, I believe, unless White got a touch on it, because it will be a corner, which the Lions will come over to take. It's all City at the moment as we've gone into the last 10 minutes of this FA Trophy fixture. Can they find their way into the 5th round?
So close on so many occasions.
It's taken quickly to Thomas on his left foot, wanted to unleash a shot, but the touch wasn't good enough. Still in the box, right-hand side, will probably take a shot now, does so, ricochets off of Chambers, cleared away by 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛, up towards Pennant now, on the left-hand side, Reigns putting the pressure on, no foul there, as Reigns wins the ball back. Not the best pass towards Hayfield though, and is cut out by Dean. Lines tries to switch up play to the left-hand side, it's a poor ball though, cut out by York, who's now charging into the centre circle. Brilliant challenge from Batten. 𝗛𝗏 gets over to McGlinchey on the right-hand side now. Roddy McGlinchey, first touches of the game. It's a low cross, into Chambers. Brilliant defending by Lines. Just gets a last-ditch touch on it.
Corner taken very quickly.
Yeah, now Pennant has 𝗛𝗏 with him. Goes onto his left foot. Inside the box now, left-hand side. Just patient. 𝗛𝗏 may just take a shot. It's a curling effort. Goes way wide though. Wasn't challenging Casagrande that time. But may go down as a wasted effort for Coalville. On the right-hand side, has Cook to his right. Uses Cook now. First time on the ball. Inside the box, onto his left foot. Not quite sure where the ball was aiming to go for there. It's cut up by Lines. Only as far as York though, who can send a cross in now. It's a good-looking cross. And Batten, I do apologise for that, as Batten decided to chest it back from about 6 yards out to Casagrande.
Call me Mr. Cool.
Dyer switches up to the right-hand side. That could be a beautiful ball. It is a magnificent ball, in fact, towards Reigns, who can't quite touch it around Dean. Good defending from the left-back. Alex Dean and Batten. Brilliant header forward towards Thomas, who should just take a shot. It's a low one, hits the post. Comes out to Reigns. Sends another cross in towards Cook and Hayfield, both trying to challenge round, but it was Cook. And now Hayfield can take a shot. Deflects off of McGlinchey. Now Greenslade tries to thread a ball through the defenders. Still with Hayfield, takes a shot at the left foot and it should go for a corner. Well, City all of a sudden are way on top of this game.
You just wonder how they haven't scored. Off the post and penalty saved. You feel they've done more than enough to win this.
That shot was technically brilliant by Thomas.
And it's not been a bad performance from City. He did well there, Thomas, because he was under pressure and he just waited for that little gap so that he could get it back to Casagrande.
Very neatly done from Thomas there. Cook can flip that header on to Wilson, who is now one over the keeper. Take a shot, brilliant defending once again. This time from 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏. Slides in as Wilson's about to take the shot. It's die-hard defending from Coalville Town. It's a masterclass of it.
No, it is. That back line has done superbly well.
They also did beat Bromley on penalties last season as well, so it's hit or miss. But before penalties, Coalville have a chance to take a lead here with McGlinchey, who sent a cross in. It's cleared away. Two City players forward in Thomas and Wilson. Good opportunity for a counter-attack is sent in. Carter not winning the header that time. Now it can be cleared away out towards Thomas. He can't quite win that battle. Dean does really well to find 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏, who gets away from a couple of challenges, tries to slide in Cook that time. Back out to Dean. Great curling effort, and oh my, somehow it's still in play.
Hit the bar and then banks back down into Casagrande's hands.
I thought he saved it onto the bar initially. That was incredible. I'm not quite, that defied the laws of physics there, Andrew. Absolutely defied it.
Nearly as much as that ball at Larkhall earlier in the season.
Greenslade wins a throw-in. Last year it was a player called Dean that actually knocked City out of this competition for Bracknell. In stoppage time, almost had it happen once again. Cook does really well to lay it down for Reigns. Inside the away territory now with Thomas.
I feel this will be City's last attack.
Reigns sends an early cross in. He had time to take a touch there. Cook does win the header. It may fall to Lines. Oh, it's way wide and over on the volley. Had so much space there around him. Oh, only about 15 yards out or so. White completely off his line. What an opportunity that would have been for Chris Lynes. What a moment that would have been here at Twerton Park.
Well, you expect better of Chris Lynes. Experienced player, had plenty of time on the ball, unmarked there.
In an instant. And there goes the full-time whistle. Well, if you're Coalville Town, you'll be absolutely delighted. 0-0 here at Twerton Park, and we are going straight to penalties. Cody Cook will step up to take the first penalty of this shootout. City will take the first one.
Referee Lauren Impey has done well for this match. Just glancing across at the keeper, making sure he's still on his line.
Well, whistle is about to blow. It's blown now. Here comes Cook versus White. White saved his first penalty of the day today against Wilson earlier on in the game. Here comes Cook. 1-0, right under the keeper. So much power behind it, but White went the right way. But a big frame like that is not going to get anywhere near a shot that hard.
Yep, good and low down.
Well, it will now be the captain, Joe Doyle-Charles, to take the first penalty for Coalville. Well, just like Paul White, Casagrande did save the one in the game. Can he become a hero again? Here it comes. It's a brilliant, that's a splendid penalty into the top right corner from the captain. And just as you imagine it would be, Andrew, here comes Scotty Wilson as number 2.
Yeah, it takes a bit of courage to put that penalty there, because you've got to elevate the ball, put it into the top left-hand corner of Casagrande's net. No way was he going to get to that.
Here it comes then, Scott Wilson. It's one-on-one penalties. Had his first one saved. This one, he makes no mistake with. 2-1 to City on penalties. Goes the other way this time. White believed he was going to go the same way as his first one. And that is great mind games from the top scorer. And it will be Tanaj to come over and take the second one as well. So the 2 penalty missers are both going to be taking the second penalties for their side. A short run-up as well from Tanaj against Casagrande. Here we go. This time he makes no mistake either. Goes straight down the middle. 2-2 here at Twerton Park. And as you predicted, Andrew, it's going to be Chris Lynes, number 3. Whistle blown. Chris Lynes runs up, and it's into bottom corner. And as you hear a Coalville fan start cheering really loudly then, thinking it got saved. But it has to be said, Chris Lynes, that was a perfect penalty.
It was. I mean, White went the right way, but it's all about placement. Got it in exactly the right spot.
Here we go then, it's 3-2 to City, no misses yet. Here comes Dean, and it looked like it was saved, and it was saved initially, but it's pushed into the top corner from Casagrande. Went the right way, got a fingertip to it, and it's going to be Danny Greenslade. Here we go. He scored the winner against Bromley last year.
Yeah, he went for height and power there again, which, you know, has risk to it because the danger is it can go over the bar. But I think Casagrande did everything he could there.
I'm not a fan of left-footed penalty takers. I always find that they don't seem to convert as much as right-footed players do. But it'll be interesting to see how this one goes anyway. Here comes Greenslade. Can he prove me wrong? Here we go. No, he cannot. It's saved by Paul White there. And in honesty, it wasn't a very good penalty from Danny Greenslade.
No, he didn't get power on it, straight at the keeper. And, well, unfortunately, your prediction about left-footed penalty takers seems to have come true there. And I'm surprised. I somehow expected Dan Greenslade to put more power on that ball.
Another left-footed taker, this time by Cook. Can he find the back of the net? Here it comes. It's saved! 2 left-footed penalty takers, 2 saves. It's 3-3 as we go to the final and 5th potential penalty. Dan Hayfield, huge moment as we are essentially in sudden death now. Dan Hayfield, not the longest run up, it's about a medium one.
He's not going to hesitate either.
Here we go, Dan Hayfield, and he completely scuffs it and it's gone way over the bar. I'm not even sure what happened there.
He went miles high. Whether he caught the ground just before he kicked the ball, it looked like that. But
it looked like he stumped the ground, didn't he, as he took it. And now Coalville, if Chambers steps up here and puts it into the back of the net, Coalville Town will be through to the 5th round of the FA Trophy. Scored both goals against Walsall Wood on Tuesday. Now Chambers, Ashley Chambers, can he send Coalville into the next round and create an upset here at Twerton Park? Whistle has been blown. Here goes Chambers. And it's into the top corner, and Coalville are through to the next round of the FA Trophy. An upset here at Twerton Park. And it's always the worst way to lose is a penalty shootout. We had 2 penalties missed during the 90 minutes. And now here today, City lose out by 2 penalties, well, missing 2 penalties in the shootout. They lose 4-3 here at Twerton Park. Ends Bow City 0, Coalville Town 0, but Coalville advancing to the last 16 on penalties. And it's rather disappointing, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, it is. You have to say City had their chances during the game, and plenty of them. Just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, crosses rained in on the goal like confetti at a wedding. They hit the upright. They had chances lined to superb chance just before the end, putting the ball high and wide. And when it came to the penalty shootout, you somehow always felt that Coalville were going to have the edge. Partly because they've had more of them lately, but also for City, they had young 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 in goal. His first match for City since 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 broke his finger on Thursday night. And I mean, I don't think there's any reflection on him. He did absolutely as well as he could be. And I have to say that I thought the Coalville penalties were really, really good. 3 of the players going high and hard into the top of the net, which you don't always see. And they certainly have confidence behind them. And they're the ones that are going to be going on into the 5th round and going over to receive the praise of their group of supporters behind the goal. About 20 or 30 of them away at the Bath end. But Bath City yet again go out in the 4th round of the FA Trophy.
Yeah, they don't seem to be able to get past this point, do they, City? Well, it's very unfortunate, but I suppose the good thing about it is that City can now focus purely on the league. It is a massive shame because they could have got a very interesting tie in the next round and maybe a trip to Wembley later on this season. But, well done to Coalville Town. They played well, they defended incredibly so, and they find themselves rewarded with a 5th round tie in the FA Trophy.
Thank you very much, all of you, for being with us this afternoon. 965 here at Twerton Park. But sadly, it's Coalville who will be going on into the 5th round of the FA Trophy. Have a good evening and keep warm.
Next Saturday.